Hi you guys, welcome to Ricks and Beauty. So I wanted to record a story time for you guys. I don't feel like I've gave you guys a story time in a long time. This one is a little messy. This is the story time of when I faked an eviction to kick somebody out of my house. Okay, before I start, if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribed, I suggest do it right now. So this was my first apartment. I didn't know, honestly, if I was going to tell this story just due to, I just wasn't going to. But really, I don't care. It's my life. I'm just going to tell you guys my life. So, I had this, cousin that I was really, really cool with. Well, at least I thought I was really cool with her. And then I started to realize I wasn't. Okay, so really, I have to give you guys the pre-story. I hope you guys don't hear the storm, but I have to give you guys the pre-story before I can give you guys the full-blown eviction story. Originally, at one point, after I had went to jail, we'll tell that story. After I had, left my dad's, we'll eventually tell that story. I ended up staying with her because I couldn't come back. I came back to Washington and I could not stay with my mom. So I ended up staying with my friend who had her own apartment at that time, and it was cool. Well, one night, now mind you, I'm sleeping on the floor. No cap, I'm sleeping on the floor. One night, I'm sleeping on the floor, and her homeboy or her homie from the hood or a big homie or whatever, whoever, he comes over and they're talking hella shit about me. You name it, baby. Oh, she probably do get food stamps and she ain't giving them up. And yo, when I tell you these motherfuckers, it's this grown ass woman, and this was somebody I put on a higher pedestal. You know what I'm saying? I was if I ever got any problems, I call her. That was, no, okay, that's dramatic. But you know what I'm saying? This was a cousin I put to a different level. So to hear her dog me out with some random nigga from the hood when I was at one of my lowest, bitch, what? Okay, so cool. But I never said anything, you guys. I never spoke a fucking word about that shit, right? I left it the fuck alone. I just, because I was in a position where I needed her help. So in reality, she can talk shit about me and I can't really do nothing. So I played my role until I didn't have to play it no more. Yeah, matter of fact, so I move out because I'm the energy's off. She ends up getting evicted, believing this nigga's story. This nigga she met off POF. She ends up believing his whole story. And he don't pay shit, and basically she gets evicted behind this nigga. All right, now mind you, me and her did get into it about this nigga because I explained to her that this nigga done shot his shot at me multiple times, even, whatever. All right, cool. That's whatever amount of years ago. Time passes. Now me and her are both shit, we need to just get our own place. Fuck this staying with people. Feel me? But she can't get no place because she got an eviction. And I don't got nothing on my record, so it's good. I just need the move-in cost. You feel me? I could do the rent. I just can't do the move-in big cost. So I think she hit her taxes or something. And so she's yeah, I'll pay for the move-in cost, et cetera, et cetera. I'm all right, cool. This is where shit goes bad. In the process of doing that with her, we ended up moving to the 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. It was in this area, Lakewood, right by our military base. So we moved into the place. It's in my name, but we moved into the place, all right? Now, before I go any further, please make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. I'm trying to do this whole plugging myself thing more, so I'm going to do it. All right. We move into the place. She had enough tax money. Now, mind you, in reality, neither one of us had jobs. For me to get into that job, get into that apartment, I typed up fake pay stubs. And I mean, these were like humbug ass pay stubs, but they took them. All right, cool. They took them. It was fine. It was just my name on the lease. Her name wasn't nowhere to be found. All right, cool. So I want to say her taxes paid, moving costs, and I want to say the first 2 to 3 months. No, maybe. Okay, I'm going to just, for benefit of the doubt, say 2 to 3 months. I didn't really want to get a job, but I knew how to get money. It got to a point where yeah, I'm getting money, but shit, I don't get food stamps, none of that. You do, you feel me? You're getting food, but you're getting the food you like. It just got to the point where the money aspect was all right, okay, the rent's finna be due now. So yeah, I understand you paid this, but what's up? Where's your cut? But nothing, I ain't hear nothing. All right, cool. But I took it to the chin because on God, like I said, She paid the cost to move in, and she paid up like 2 months. So I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta pay for, you know, like I gotta pay the rent for the next couple months, and then we should be square, and then I'll go half, she'll go half. Cool. So I think this is when I started working at Burlington. Now, really, I only picked Burlington because it was hella close, and I wanted a fucking discount. Like, in reality, you don't get hours until holidays. But in reality, I didn't touch no money until the season happens, because you do get paid. I think you get paid once a week. If I remember correct, we got paid every Thursday or every Friday. You get fat ass discounts. It's cool. Like, even right now, at this exact moment, I would dead ass go get a part-time job there. I don't think they want me back, but I would go get, there's a new one by the mall. I'm gonna go apply there. But like I said, this was years ago. So if I'm off on time, so what, shorty? Now you gotta pay how you weigh. But she was still stuck on this whole idea of, oh, I paid to move in and I paid the first 2 months. Okay, cool. I understand that. So at max, you got 6 months off your, you know, not having to pay, not having to do shit. By max. By fucking max, okay? After 6 months, bitch, you gotta pay how you weigh. Bitch, we got bills. It's more than just rent. There's electricity, there's food, there's water, there's gas. Like, bitch, we got bills, okay? And then at this time, she didn't have no car, she didn't drive. So really, nigga, at this time, if I'm being truthful, neither one of us bum ass bitches had cars. I was going to work on the city bus. You feel me? Like, she was just sitting at home. Like, it just did not work out, y'all. It did not work out. So I'm letting things bypass. I started dating this dude, Eric. So there was a couple issues between me and him, like, you know, just relationship shit. And she always introduced, you know, she always included herself, which is cool because this is her house too. That's my big cousin. She's always got my back. At least I think so. Like, you know, it's fine. But it got to a point where, like, I'm starting to question her, like, bitch, why you so worried about the nigga? Like, the fuck? Like, if the nigga don't shower, the nigga don't shower. If the nigga don't want to talk to you, he don't got to speak to you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So now tension is building. Now, do you guys remember back in the very beginning of this story time, what did I tell you guys? Me and her got into it about what? Pause. Before I continue, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. So remember, back in the day, like I said, me and her got into it over the POF dude that she let herself get evicted for, right? Bitch, tell me why I come home one day and he's on my motherfucking couch. No, I'm capping like a motherfucker. That was actually beforehand. So that, because we didn't have no motherfucking furniture. All we had was a brown couch that my mama got me, if I remember correct. The nigga, bitch, I came home one day from work and the nigga sitting on the couch like, who are you? Bitch, who are you? You're in my motherfucking house. The fuck is you talking about? Who am I? Who are you? And so she, like, tries to clean up, like, oh, no, Cuddy, da-da-da-da. Whatever, girl. Go get your back blown out. I'm on my motherfucking business. I don't care. And like I said, at this time, there has already been tension because, like I said, I'm going to work every day. And I'm coming home every day. And you're in the same spot talking about bullshit. But you're not talking about you getting no motherfucking job. Go get your back blown out. Bitch, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So I go to my room, mind my motherfucking business. Whole time though, niggas still sliding in my DMs on POF and shit. And I'm trying to low-key tell the bitch, but she ain't trying to hear it because she's in La La Land or Dick land. Like, yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. She in Dick land. So she's like, you know, like, goofy for the dick. She's not understanding, okay, look, you ain't even paying your bills. You got this nigga that your roommate don't fuck with, who's in here not paying bills. You feel me? Like, it just was all around bad. All right, cool. So me and my nigga break up. We done. Her and that nigga break up. Last motherfucking straw. I think I was out somewhere with my grandmother and my mother, and I think we were buying shit for the house. Now, mind you, everything in that motherfucking house besides our beds, everything else in that house was from me and my family. Like my mother and my grandparents, like dishes, hand soap, toilet paper, fucking, like I said, the couch, TVs, you name it. Everything in that house was provided from my family or me. At this time, I'm the only person working, and I'm working at Burlington getting fucking 80% and shit off. So I'm getting a whole bunch of house stuff. So everything in the house is mine, period. Okay? When we come back from lunch, I'm getting mugged by my neighbors, and I don't understand why my neighbors is tripping on me, because on God, I'm hella, I don't talk to nobody. I go to work and I come home. I go in the house, I'm like, what's up? Yeah, bitch, I just got into it with the motherfucking neighbor, told the neighbor I was gonna beat her ass. What the fuck are you talking about? yeah, because the neighbor got me fucked up. Bitch, it was the dumbest shit. For most people, that wouldn't be the last straw. But if you guys really got a chance to meet the person I'm talking about, you will understand that she's just a naturally confrontational person. She's gonna belch in front of you. She's gonna fart in front of you. And she's just a rough and tough individual. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging her, but that's just who she is. You're not paying no bills. You got people I don't fuck with coming to the house. And now you're starting drama with the neighbors and you ain't even on the lease. So really, what ended up happening after that, I was fed the fuck up. I was told at that point that we received a complaint. I already had to play it off for me to get this 2-bedroom. Like, shorty's not on my lease. All right, I get the complaint. And sitting there steaming on it. I call Mom Dukes up. I have Mom Dukes take me to the library. Bitch, I Google eviction notices. Wait, hold on, you guys. I gotta drink water. But while I'm drinking water, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I Google 10-day vacate, 3-day vacates, eviction notices. So looking into it, I noticed that evictions are 30, 60, 90 days for payment. You feel me? It's not the payment issue because I'm holding what I need to hold. So it's not the payment. All right. So then there's the 10-day vacate. 10 days seems like too long. And I already know you're going to be confrontational and cause this other shit. So I don't want to deal with that. So I gave the 3-day vacate. Okay. I typed it up and I basically said like, you know, an unnamed person on the lease has received complaints, which in reality, she did receive complaints. She was not on the lease. So I typed it up for a 3-day vacate, like, and then I taped it on our motherfucking door. Oh, you guys, let me actually, side note, you guys, actually, and I had Shorty's name on it because Shorty was adamant about putting her name on the mailbox. So, you know, of course, there you go. So I put her name on it and everything. So, boom, taped it on the door. I dipped out. Now, I genuinely cannot remember if she grabbed it off the door or if I, like, grabbed it and then was like, oh, my God. Like, I don't really remember. But I know I gave it to her and I'm like, bro, you gotta go. Like, not like that. Like, we don't have no other option. She's like, what the fuck? I spent all this money. Yeah, you spent all this money 6-7 months ago. You've been here how many months? All right, cool. You're good. At least that's what I'm thinking in my head. But Shorty's not hearing it, which is fine. And I got love for Shorty. So I'm like, look. Now, mind you, I didn't just do this shit knowing this bitch didn't have nowhere to stay. Shorty had somewhere to stay. She could have stayed with the nigga she was talking shit to me about me too. You feel me? Like, she could have stayed with the nigga she let in our house. She could have stayed with the other bitches, the Samoan bitches that don't like me. You feel me? She could have stayed with any of them. So she was fucking fine. All right? So like I said, Shorty, I didn't kick her out on her ass. Like, I kicked her out and she had a cushion. She's fine. Like I said, getting back to the story, I didn't put her out on her ass. I put the bitch on a cushion. In my head, I'm thinking we should be good money-wise. But she didn't. So, I, you know, like I said, with the love that I have for her and our history and shit like that, I played that shit off correctly. Like, you know what? It's cool. I'll pay you back, but not like that. If I got to pay all these bills and shit like that, you going to have to get your shit in increments. And I told her, like, I'm not paying you back the whole thing. I'll pay you back for the 2-3 months you paid in advance, which, mind you, in reality, I shouldn't have to fucking do that because, bitch, you stayed here. Here nor there. So, that was the deal, right? I said, give me at least 90 days. She said, all right, cool. Dips out. All right, cool. It's definitely not past a month. It's like 2 months now. So we're not at the 90 days just yet. Time passes. And I must have made a Facebook post like, you know what? I'm really proud of myself. I went from living on a couch and staying on people's floors and shit like that to having a 2-bedroom apartment, 2 cars, a good job, all on my own. Like, I'm proud, you know? And so people are commenting and they're like, oh, congratulations, sis, or I'm proud of you, da-da-da-da-da. And then the Debbie motherfucking Downer gets on there like, in reality, you really didn't get it on your own. You need to pay me what you owe me. Oh, it's beef? Oh, I didn't know it was beef. I thought we was good, but if it's gonna beef, bitch, I did get it on my own. The fuck is you talking about? Because everything's in my motherfucking name, right? All right, bitch, do you have a car? It just turned into a whole humongous ass beef, like to the point where my cousin gets on, my other cousins on there like, bitch, watch your motherfucking mouth, bitch. Da-da-da-da-da. She's on there pressing lines and lines like, bitch, fuck is you talking about? Don't say shit to my cousin. Homegirls is on there like, bitch, we'll beat your ass on God. We been ain't liked you. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, it turned into some whole other shit. So I blocked her. This was years ago. Me and Shorty ain't spoke since. You feel me? I just been hearing here and there, like her talking shit like that. Cool. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Talk all the shit you want. I'm not finna pay you nothing. Because in reality, I didn't owe you nothing. But I was trying to keep it love. But then you want to disrespect me and try to embarrass me and shit like that. Yeah. Bitch, you're not getting shit, bitch. You're not getting a motherfucking dime from me. So at that fucking point, once I decided it's fuck you, bitch, it's up. Like, it's up, bitch. Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? Like, once I decided that, Shorty wasn't off the shit with me no more. She wasn't talking shit to me. We wasn't talking shit to each other. We wasn't speaking. Now, mind you, as I told you guys previously, I was fucking with this dude named Eric when me and her stayed together. So it gets to the point where Eric is seeing her places and she's questioning the nigga about me. You feel me? Mind you, this is years now. Years have passed, all right? It's years done passed. This is now to the point where, as you guys know from this story time, I'm in a relationship with Julian and Julian ends up dying and I move out of state, all right? And, you know, of course, I'll hopefully put the link right there. But you guys know. So this is years later, right? And while I'm in Georgia, after Jay dies, now mind you, the whole city knows my nigga died. The whole fucking city, all right? The whole city knows my nigga just got killed. So, of course, she knew too. Shorty laughs at it. Then, so the bitch is working at motherfucking Taco Bell and Eric. Now, mind you, me and Eric are still friends till he passed. Me and Eric were still friends. Me and Eric actually spoke before he died. So, while Eric's in the drive-thru getting his fucking food. No, not Taco Bell, Wendy's. It was Wendy's or Taco Bell. I think it was Wendy's though, because I think it was the Wendy's on 72nd when they had like an ant infection, but I could be wrong. Anywho, so he goes through Wendy's and like she sees him and they obviously notice each other. And the first thing she goes is, I heard Giselle is down there in Georgia being a hoe. She out there hoeing and stripping. You're going to say this shit after you know my nigga just died and I left state because of that. So since then, I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, it's up when you see me pressure line. But on God, we ain't seen each other. No, I'm lying. On God, I seen her walking over there like on 56 in Yakima. But on God, I drove past. Like, fuck is you talking about, bitch? Fuck is you talking about? Years later, the fact that she tried to like play or spread a rumor that I was hoeing after my nigga died, I ain't never gonna fuck with Shorty. So that is my lovely story of when I faked an eviction to get a fucking toxic ass, bitter ass motherfucking bitch out of my motherfucking house. Guys, if you want more story times, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.